So this is homework 7 for year 11, it's due in on Friday. Remember to come and see me for help if you get stuck. Let's have a look at question 1. I need you to draw, sketch a few graphs. The first one a quadratic, then a typical cubic. You've got the reciprocal graph, y equals 1 over x. Think about what a negative quadratic looks like, and then finally, question E. You have to decide what shape that is and where the centre is. There's a clue for you. On to question 2. We've got some information about 4 different circles, and you would need to write their algebraic equation for each one. On to question 3. Now this is something we did in class a few weeks ago, and actually if you look at this information, this domain information is important. So you need to draw the sin x curve between 0 and 180. Same for the cos graph and the tan graph, remembering those important points, maybe maximums, minimums, asymptotes. Try and point out those relevant features of those graphs. On to question 4. This is back to proof of something we did a few weeks ago, proving that the sum of 4 different consecutive integers is even. And remember that proof dictionary that we stuck in our books a while ago as well. That's something to look out for. Question 5. Now, on this first question, there's a pair of questions here that are linked. On this first of 2 questions, you've got to draw this graph and this graph on the same axes, accurately, properly plot those graphs, and then it says estimate where the 2 graphs intersect each other. So basically you're just looking to see where this line cuts through this graph here. So you need to write down the equation, the coordinates of where those 2 graphs intersect. This line should cut through this graph here twice. So write those coordinates down just by looking at your graph. If you look at the next question, you see there's a link. So the next question, which is actually the last question on the homework, you've got these same equations again, this one and this one, but this time we're not solving it by looking at the graph. What you're doing is simultaneously solving, which will involve substitution if you think about it, and you end up with a little quadratic that you can solve. Once you've got that, you can find your x and your y values. And this last bit here, compare your answers to the previous question. So you need to have a look at your algebraic answers that you've got from this question. Think about how they link in with your previous question. That's it, that's the end of the homework. I've given a few hints away as I've talked about this homework, so there won't be a hint video this week. You just need to come and see me if you are stuck. That's it.